The video in which you're about to watch may contain some offensive language not suitable for younger audiences, uptight Christians, or 60-year-old asshole women at Prestonsburg's Peking. So if you're offended by that thing, either turn the video off or shut the fuck up. You have been warned.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing? I'm just watering me some flowers. We gotta go see this movie today. Where we gonna go see this week?
We're gonna go see the Expendables.
Get your ass ready. Yeah! There is the son of a bitch that gets the job done. The official attorney of DEADPIT Radio. Eric C. Cohen. Is that right?
Look up here, but there's some sort of biker woman.
Biker. She's my biker, bitch.
It's like it'd be out of a movie like
maybe that's a guy, though. It could be a guy with a ponytail like that.
But no guy has a ponytail that looks like that. I've never seen that. It'd be hilarious.
You fucking, I'll take a helmet off and look like freaking Lance Henriksen with a full beard. You like my hair, boys?
I French braided it for you, asshole.
Well, them bikers French braid their hair. It makes them look more tough.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
If I ever did see that, that would be the best shit ever.
Well, you can't really tell if it's a French braid or not. They just got it braided.
Oh, God.
So how are you doing, Uncle Bill? We haven't done On the Road in quite some time.
I'm fine. How are you doing, Bubby?
I'm doing good, Bubsy. I hope everybody out there has had a fun weekend. Just got some news back from our good buddies at boxofficemojo.com that is rather depressing. It's something that I didn't predict. Although there are certain individuals that'll go back and listen to shows from 3 years ago and say, "Ha ha! You're wrong, dumbass! You're stupid! Fuck you!" And I was wrong about this. We're not right 100% of the time. I don't know if we've never said that or what. But Piranha was not that big of a hit at the box office this weekend. Piranha 3D. And that is rather upsetting.
I think that probably had a lot more to do with the previews than anything else. Like the previews made it look really cheesy and the CG was really, really bad. I don't know. I just don't think people seeing that really had a real good feeling about the movie.
Yeah. So I think it was like third or fourth place. It came in. The Expendables, which is a movie we're going to go see today, was number one yet again. So there's a possibility this place will be packed if Eastern Kentucky fits in with the mainstream movie audience.
Well, honestly, like there's nothing more the people around here like besides horror films other than an action film fucking from the 80s. Because it is like 1985 in here, around here anyway. Right?
You know something else that I wanted to mention on here because I'd not seen any previews for it, thank God, but it was also in the Box Office Mojo list. Nanny McPhee returns. Uncle Bill, you want to go see that?
What? Are you serious?
Nanny McPhee returns.
Was that the one with Ben Stiller?
Hell, I don't know.
I don't remember who was in it.
Nanny McPhee was a kids movie that was not even that big of a hit.
No, it wasn't a
like,
hit at
what
all.
was it, 4 or 5 years ago or something. But now, it must have been a big enough hit for her to return again. And that's the name of the movie, Nanny McPhee Returns.
Whatever. I guess if they can make movies like Vampire Suck and stuff, make it.
Actually, Vampire Suck was the number 2 movie this week. I do remember that.
Let's kill it. That's right.
Wow. People are so stupid. I've lost my faith in humanity as a whole, Aaron, Uncle Bill.
Well, you know that's the trend now. It's like any movie that comes out and is really a huge box office smash, you can guarantee that about 6 months to a year after it comes out, there's going to be a movie like that to make fun of it. That'll make a damn ton of money. Like all those epic movie and date movie and fucking all the Wayans Brothers shit.
Yeah.
It's just like its own genre now.
So anyway, talking about the film we're going to see here in just a few minutes, The Expendables, which I believe is directed by Sylvester Stallone, correct?
I have no idea.
I think it is. I think Sly pretty much directs every damn thing he does now. And like all the people that are in this, I mean, it's a pretty kick-ass lineup aside from 2 people. And those would be Jet Li and Jason Statham, both of which I fucking can't stand to even look at them. So hopefully they're not in the movie that much. You also have, let's see, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is weird. I was thinking about this. WWE didn't promote The Expendables at all. Did you find that a little weird?
Yeah, it is odd.
I mean, I know it wasn't a WWE film, but it's still a really mainstream movie that Stone Cold
They
was
would
in.
have now.
Yeah. And also you're going to have Dolph Lundgren, who I'm sure when he signed the contract was shitting and pissing himself at the same time. He was so excited. He was like, yes, I finally get to escape from these low budget Bollywood pictures, whatever the hell he's doing now. I don't know. He's doing these independent action films with Louis Gossett Jr., which I'm sure brings him in some money, but you know, not like the good old days when he was He-Man.
Who else is in it though? You got Randy Couture from MMA. You got
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and then Mickey Rourke is in the damn thing. I think a cameo. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it for a cameo.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke is in it long enough to do his impression of the kid that was in The Mask.
Yeah, he's doing his my face looks like a catcher's mitt impersonation.
I'm sure there's more people we're forgetting here.
Yeah, there's the one dude that was in Dodgeball and a couple other movies. I can't think of his name.
I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Dodgeball is one of those movies that you can watch it. It's almost like torture. It's like, God, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's probably one or two.
Anything with Luke Wilson in it, you got to avoid.
You don't like Luke Wilson?
No.
He's awesome.
Luke Wilson is like, if it could get one step lower than Owen Wilson, it would be Luke Wilson.
Shit, was Luke Wilson in Dodgeball? I thought it was Vince Vaughn.
I don't give a shit. Either one of them son of bitches is work. But yeah, so oh yeah, shit, we've talked so long. We can show you guys the Eric C. Collin Law Complex now in Ivell, Kentucky. Beautiful Ivell. Look at that shit. Ain't that fucking killer? Look at that Statue of Liberty in there. Woo! Anyway, we'll be back when we get to the theater and see how goddamn crowded it is. Oh, we're on our way to the River Fountain. Oh, mama. Let's go shit in that fucking porta potty.
Ow!
Oh my.
Let's see what it's like.
There's a damn biker down there.
We got here right at the minute.
Ooh, it's too fucking crowded, Aaron. It's too fucking crowded now.
It looks fine.
I want to go see Nanny McPhee Returns now.
Let's go see Nanny. Make
So,
room for Nanny.
of course, you better prepare for this, Uncle Bill, because this is Uncle Bill's Final thoughts.
I think that there's just too many killer people in this movie that it'll offset the Statham Lee curse.
Let's just hope that Statham and Lee aren't in it that much.
Maybe they changed it. Maybe they took them out in editing. Let's go see this shit.
Fuck that Lee.
And I want you to know, please eat my breath before you go.
We're out of there, buddy. We're out of there.
We're back on here, well, it's 6:20 in the p.m.
Let's go over that tent, see what the fuck it got over there. What is that? Is that a Klan rally over in that tent?
It might
That'd be killer.
It very well might be. I don't know.
So we're out of the Expendables. We've seen possibly, well, definitely for me at least, the loudest fucking movie of the year.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Boom, boom, motherfucker. Shit on you.
I just think. Well, before I start talking about it, like a brief plot synopsis, I guess. Like, Sylvester Stallone is the leader of this group of mercenaries that people hire.
They're called the Expendables.
Yeah, called the Expendables to take care of, I don't know, situations in foreign countries.
They're the keepers of the baklava.
Yeah. So, the group consists of Dolph Lundgren, Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li,
Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson's in there. I don't know who the hell that guy is, so I just call him Ahmed Johnson.
Mickey Rourke is like the
manager.
The organizer.
He's the Bobby the Brain Heenan of the group.
He gets them all the jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah, he does.
So I guess the lead heel in this film, which is killer, is Eric Roberts.
Yeah. Who the fuck thought that would be a good idea?
I just love the fact that Eric Roberts keeps showing up in all these fucking movies now. Like he was in the Batman. What was it? The Batman
Begins.
No, the one with Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, Batman and Robin. No, the Dark Knight.
Yeah, the Dark Knight. He's the lead heel in a lot of new movies for some reason.
Eric Roberts is fucking pulling all of his sisters' tampon strings in Hollywood and getting these roles. We're like, hey, I can get you Julia Roberts' autograph picture. You give me this role in this movie.
Everybody's like, oh.
They'd be like, buddy, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm the fucking Coca-Cola kid.
I was in the best too, bitch. Fuck you.
He's getting Philip Reed to write him fucking letters of recommendation.
Yeah. Like, man, I know Philip Reed. What do you think about that? What are you going to do about that?
Then producer's like, Sam, I didn't know that. So anyway, yeah, this latest adventure they're on, they're hired by Bruce Willis.
Who's in the movie for about 3 minutes.
Yeah. And there's a brief scene with Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, and Stallone, all so they could be in a scene together, and that was just really thrown in there. And they're sent to this island to investigate this corrupt government, somewhere in Guatemala or whatever. Where the fuck was it? I don't even know. Probably just made a country up or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. And then just chaos ensues from there. There's just a bunch of like shooting and just bombs exploding and everything. It's exciting.
There's a lot of action in it. The only problem with the action is it's really well choreographed in some scenes and really kind of hard to tell what the hell's going on in other scenes. And the CG in this movie is just fucking awful, though. I mean, it seemed to me it was a lot better even in like Rambo than it was in this movie. Like,
Well, the thing that was different about Rambo, the CG, is in that they kept it really brief, so brief that you didn't really notice the what CG what was. I mean, if you go back and look at it on Blu-ray, you can notice. But I mean, with this, they were doing a lot of shots where like torsos were exploding and shit, and just really detailed, CG deaths.
Well, it all looked really bad, but the one that got me was the one at the end. I don't want to give it away, but where it was like really visible for a couple of seconds, like what was going on. It looked like somebody had just taken the guy and photoshopped the stuff, gunshots and stuff come out of it. It was just awful.
Now there's other things, and I was thinking this almost right from the beginning. Now, as much as I hate Jason Statham, I didn't think that he was that awful in this movie. But like he was one of probably the better parts of the movie. But okay, Randy Couture is the one that was like, God, what the fuck is he doing in this? For one thing, he's awful. He makes fucking Jason Statham look like he could win a fucking Academy Award or something.
Yeah, his acting, you can tell they tried to give him as little to say as possible. Yeah. But even when he says anything, it's just he cannot act.
Sticks out like a sore thumb.
But he's not an actor. I don't know why the hell they got him in that movie. Really.
Yeah, he doesn't fit in the movie. They should have gotten fucking somebody else. Get Jeff Speakman or somebody like that.
Yeah, Rampage Jackson or something. Wasn't he in the A-Team? He'd probably do a better job.
Yeah. He'll get Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, it really anybody would.
Tito Ortiz.
Also, those Stone Cold's in. He's like Eric Roberts.
I thought Stone Cold did good in it actually.
Yeah, he only had like 2 lines.
Yeah, but I mean, he's one of those guys that definitely looks like, and he has had experience in front of the camera. I mean, but another one that, of course, I'm happy to say sucked is Jet Li.
Yeah, he can barely speak English though, man. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you have him even fucking talk? Because it looks like when he's acting, he's just like somebody is just telling him like from behind the camera what to say.
I'm sure they are.
He's like, oh, you can't even understand what the fuck he's saying.
Well, one of the big problems I guess I had with him too was, like in Lethal Weapon 4, even though I hate that movie, they made him into like an uber badass heel that was almost indestructible. If they couldn't even like beat him on their own, they had to like team up. In this one, he's a big fucking pussy. He gets his ass kicked by everybody. Like, why would they have him like constantly getting his ass kicked by Dolph Lundgren and shit?
Yeah. Well, speaking of Dolph Lundgren, what'd you think of his role in the film?
He wasn't in it that much, really. I mean, he was
in it more than I thought he would be.
I mean, he did okay. He's a lot thinner now than he ever was.
Looks really old too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he is old, but the only other character I really liked in the movie too was Mickey Rourke. I thought he did a really good job with his, and he's not in it much at all either.
Yeah, he can actually act though. That's the key.
Yeah.
All the rest of the guys, I'm not sure about it.
Well, and the problem is, like we were saying before we started, there are so many fucking people in this, and the movie's like an hour and 45 minutes long. They have way too many people to try to have a story for each guy,
Yeah, it's like there's the expression, too many cooks in the kitchen type of thing. There's just too many washed up fucking action stars in this movie. And none of them really have any clear idea what the hell they're supposed to be doing, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
So it's like a 2-minute scene of somebody saying something off the wall that doesn't have anything to do with the movie, and then somebody else says something, and it's just forced. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, I heard, Carol Locale tell us after the interview that to make a good movie is a lot like making a good stew. Right, Uncle Bill?
Right.
And you just need a few ingredients. So you need one good guy, one bad guy, a heroine or whatever, a female. That's it. In this particular stew, you got fucking shrimp, you've got steak, you've got bacon, you've got like every goddamn thing.
Ass.
And yeah, by themselves, are all pretty good, but if you mix them all together, it's just a big fucking mess. And that's sort of what this movie was. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't hate the movie. I didn't think it was awful. But it's like, you can tell they did a lot of stuff in it. They could have told the same story with just maybe two guys in the Expendables, and the rest of the guys are just throwaways. And it just seems to me they did this because they could do it, not because it really furthered any kind of story or quality of the movie.
No, I don't think it's a good movie by any stretch of the imagination. And like that scene with Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis is a prime example of what is going on in that movie. Because they didn't plan anything in that scene. That was just a scene to have those guys standing there so they could, say that they were in that movie. And that was the most ridiculous exchanges of dialogue I think I've ever heard. It was like really clumsy, and it was supposed to be funny, but none of it was. And the whole movie's kind of like that. It's just really kind of thrown together and just action set pieces all over the place.
Ooh, baby. The thing is, the people that wanted to see a lot of action, you got a fuckload of action in this movie. There's no doubt about that. The majority of the movie is just insane explosions, gunfire, fights, and they do a great job with a lot of that stuff. I mean, I think the first time that I think it's Stallone and Statham's character escape the island and the shit they do when they escape is really cool. I thought that was a great scene. But it's like, I just think that they overdid it with the cast, just trying to get way too many fucking people in there, and ultimately like the post-production and stuff, like the CG.
Yeah, I thought I would be really, really happy with this film just for the fact that it had all those old guys in it, but it's really hard for me to like this movie on a lot of different levels, because it's not really an old throwback to action movies, because there's so much shitty CG in it, so you can't really say that. It doesn't have any kind of story in it to really talk about. Nobody is in the movie. You can't really get attached to anybody or care about anybody, or there no characters are developed, but there's so many people in it. I guess if you just completely turned your mind off, went in there and watched it, and didn't think about anything except the 5-10 minutes into it, just action scenes, you'd be alright.
And thinking about holler ass.
Yeah. But didn't you think there's way too much like dialogue scenes and stuff in between the action? There really wasn't that much action in the movie. There's like 3 spots.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I think part of that is because they had so many stories they wanted to try to tell about some of these guys. I mean, aside from Ahmed Johnson and Randy Couture, everybody else, they tried to give everybody else a backstory. So, but I mean, when it got in the action, they did go full steam ahead in the action. I mean, they did a few things I'd never seen before in an action movie. So. But what are you going to do? I mean, I didn't think, look, going in, I wasn't really expecting much out of it anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. I didn't think it was as bad as I thought it would be, I'll be honest. Jason Statham was in it a lot. He wasn't that annoying in it, though.
That's a pretty bad movie, though, if you consider Jason Statham the best thing about it.
Well, part of it is, too, is Jason Statham wasn't wearing the obligatory fucking suit that he seems to have on every fucking movie he's in.
I thought that it was a little bit worse than what I expected it to be. I didn't like it. There wasn't really anything about it I liked other than just getting to see Dolph Lundgren again.
Well, the whole thing with Dolph Lundgren, too, like, they didn't really even explain his story that well, because they were, like, sort of hinting that he was on drugs or something.
Yeah.
But they never really went back to that at all after, like, Stallone had one line about it or something.
Just, what does he say to him? Something like that. You're still using, man.
You're still using, brother.
And then Lundgren's like, no, I'm not, I'm fine. That's it. That's the only thing here.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That was the Expendables. It's made quite a bit of money, actually, over the last couple of weeks. I will say, if you're a fan of action films, just for the fact that we don't get a lot of action movies anymore in theaters, I would tell you to go check it out. I mean, I think a majority of people that are action aficionados will at least want to go check it out in the theater.
Well, obviously that's true considering how much damn money it's made. To me, it's just not a good movie.
It didn't wet your whistle.
That's the bottom line. Called Stone Cold told me so after he beat that woman up. I bet that made me feel like he's back with Deborah.
I was thinking the same thing. They should have got Deborah Michael in there to play her spot.
I do.
I'm divorcing you, Steve.
I do understand now why they didn't, like you were talking about WWE back in that film and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably because it makes Stone Cold have to be a damn woman beater and stuff. Like, I don't think we're gonna do that. We got little kids. We're trying to sell this merchandise.
I don't know about that. But anyway, that is it for First on the Road in like, what, a couple months at least. I think the last one we did was, it was the last one we did, Splice.
Yeah.
So whenever the fuck that came out. But
We're doing one next week though, and I'm hoping it's a hell of a sight better than this one.
yeah, I mean, I think if we can get to see it in 3D, we'll definitely like it better than this one. But I don't know. I mean, I forgot to ask anybody up there if it's going to be in 3D.
It'll be in 3D.
I guess you know what that is without us saying. So until then, I'm the Creepy Kentuckian.
I'm Uncle Bill.
You've been watching DEADPIT on the Road, brought to you by DEADPIT.